Now we are going to see about the control organelle, that is nucleus. The nucleus controls the normal activities of the cell. You can see the nucleus over here. It contains the DNA in chromosomes and it bounded by a nuclear envelope with pores. It is usually the largest organelle, and each of cell has fixed number of chromosomes that carries genes. A gene controls cell characteristics. Here the DNA, chromosomes and genes are depicted. Now we are going to see about nuclear envelope. The nuclear envelope has a double membrane surrounding by nucleus. It is also called nuclear membrane. It contains nuclear pores for material to enter and leave nucleus. You can see the nuclear pores over here. What does DNA do? The DNA is a hereditary material of the cell. The genes that make up the DNA molecule code for different proteins. You can see the DNA molecule code. Here's the DNA. It has a sugar phosphate backbone, bases and hydrogen bonds between bases. Let us see about the parts of DNA. The DNA is generally like this. It consists of various parts, that is, you can see here the parts are here, and this is called nucleotide. You can see the nucleotide, and this nucleotide is formed by base, phosphate and sugar. The base will be adenine, cytosine and guanine and thymine, and together the three things is formed the nucleotide. And then the number of nucleotide which will form the DNA. You can see the formation of a DNA by the templated polymerization, and this layer also formed by the templated polymerization. So this is called the double-stranded DNA. Here you can see the hydrogen bonds, that is weak. Sugar phosphate bond is here, that is so strong. You can see here. In general, the DNA is like this. This is nothing but the building blocks of DNA. Let us discuss about centrioles. The centrioles found only in animal cells. It has paired structures near nucleus. It is made up of bundle of microtubules. You can see the paired structures and bundle of microtubules over here. It appears during cell division forming mitotic spindle. It helps to pull chromosomes pairs apart to opposite end of the cell. Now we are going to see about Mitochondrion. In plural, it called it as Mitochondria. It is the powerhouse of the cell. It generates the cellular energy, that is ATP. It is more active cells like muscle. It has more mitochondria. Both plants and animal cells have mitochondria. The site of cellular repetitions, it is called burning glucose. Here you can say the mitochondria. What do mitochondria do? It burns the glucose to release energy, that is ATP, and it is the power plant of the cell, and finally it stores the energy as ATP. Let us discuss about endoplasmic reticulum, that is ER. It is a network of halomembrane tubules. It connects to nuclear envelope and cell membrane. Its functions in synthesis of cell products and transport. It has the classification of soft endoplasmic reticulum and hard endoplasmic reticulum. You can see the endoplasmic reticulum over here. Now we are going to discuss about ribosomes. Ribosomes made of proteins and rRNA. It is the protein factories for cell. It joins amino acids to make proteins. These processes are called protein synthesis. You can see the ribosomes over here. Here, the free ribosomes. The ribosomes associated with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. You can see it over here. Now we are going to discuss about lysosomes. Lysosomes may contain digestive enzymes. It breaks down food, bacteria and own out cell parts for cells. It is programmed for cell death, that is autolysis. Lysosomes open and release enzymes to break down and recycle cell parts. You can see the lysosomes over here. Vacuoles. Vacuoles is nothing but in plants it stores cell chaff. It includes sugar, protein, minerals, lipids, waste, salts, water and enzymes. Here the plant cell which contains a vacuole is depicted over here. It contains a membrane, lysosomes, cytoplasm, chloroplast, nucleus and mitochondria over here. Now we are going to see about chloroplasts. Chloroplast is nothing but it is surrounded by double membrane. Here you can see the double membrane. The outer membrane is smoother one and the inner membrane modified into sacs called thylakoids. The thylakoids in sacs called grana and are interconnected. Here the stroma is a gel-like material surrounding thylakoids. You can see the stroma, thylakoid on the outer membrane and granum of chloroplast here. Now we are going to see about cell division. Cell division is nothing but an increasing in size will require an increasing in surface area to volume ratio. Cell division subdivides the cytoplasm into small units surrounded by plasma membranes. The cell cycle consists of interphase, normal cell activity, the mitotic phase and cell division. You can see it over here. A cell division is the basis of life itself. It is how animals grow and reproduce. When the cells divide, two daughter cells are produced from one mother cell. Each new cell has exactly the same genetic material as the cell that produced it. You can see the mother cell and daughter cell. What is DNA? All living things have DNA inside of the body. But how can this be? You can see the DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. That is called a DNA. Here you can see the formation of a DNA. The cell structure is here. The DNA is getting transferred from parent to child. What does DNA do? It contains the instruction. You can see AT, TA, GC. This is an RNA. It is getting to be transferred into the ribosome and it gives protein. You can see here. So where is DNA found? In the cell structure it contains a nucleus. Inside of the nucleus the DNA is present. You can see the DNA formation here, and this way the DNA is formed chromosome. This is nothing but the chromosome. And this transpiration process is give protein. You can see the protein here. And this structure is the chromosome amounts. In the cell structure, an organism's complete set of nuclear DNA is called a genome. The cell contains the mitochondria. Inside of mitochondria, the DNA is represented over here. It generates the cell energy. The inherent nuclear DNA that is formed half from the female parent and half from the male parent, and inherent mitochondrial DNA all from the female parent. Only egg cells keep mitochondria during fertilizer, not by sperm cells. What is DNA made of? Here you can see the DNA, and this portion is called nucleotide. It has phosphate group and sugar group, and this is called a nitrogen base. And it also consists of the instruction that is ATGC. Here the A is adenine, T is thymine, G is guanine, and C is cytosine. This is nothing but the instruction of DNA. You can see here the ATC and GCT. The formation of ATC and GCT is nothing but the gene. The size of gene varies from about 1000 to crores bases in humans. A human genome contains about 3 billion bases and about 20,000 genes on 23 pairs of chromosomes.